For us, excited for a number of our guys. Francisco looks like, I don't know if you get the report back, probably a concussion, I would guess. I didn't see the play, but I guess he got hit pretty good. We'll catch up with him again. I just saw him a second ago. But a great win for us. Loved how we did it. Second half, I preached. I told them at halftime we were down 10 on the glass, and I said we're gonna out rebound them by 10. And we didn't do it with any extra, so we got 10 right on the nose, and that evened it up. And obviously that was the big difference, I thought, in the second half. I thought Ed was tremendous for us in the second half, especially, and obviously Kevin was terrific. I'm so happy for him, how hard he's worked on his free throws, and to go knock those down and be 5 or 6 on the day is a great thing. Desmond getting the 10 assists in a game, obviously, where they're really taking away him to make the plays, the passes, to get those 10 assists. Just shows how far he's come and how much he's grown, how good a player he is. I thought Jair was terrific too, and RJ was very good too. And then I think the other thing that we did best that really stood out to me was our communication and the ability to change defenses. We constantly were changing defenses. I think we only had one mistake where we didn't get the right defense from one guy. And so that's something that's been a challenge for us and why we haven't played as much zone possibly as we should have. So, but I thought the zone was big for us, huge for us. And I also think, we executed, got some transition buckets too, which we've been really preaching, and especially against their half-court defense. You want to do a good job. And then the turnovers, keeping them down to 12 with overtime is a good number.
Jimmy, you guys
attacking the rim.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to get to the basket more. I mean, obviously we got Kevin on a lot of the lobs, the ball screens. They're really trying to take Desmond away on the ball screens, and Kevin was just big. I mean, their big guys are tremendous, but he does have some length, some size on him. So I think we relied on it a lot. We threw a lot of lobs over the top passes to him, and a lot of them got through. A couple turnovers from it, but it is something we really need to do. And with that said, we got 16 free throws. Mainly, another thing is we knocked down free throws. Obviously, that's been another one of our deficiencies this year. But we did go 13 for 16, and again, we needed to get to the foul line more all year. We need to make more. And hopefully that's something we've tried to do. Try to get Dez to go to the basket more. They're really up on him and taking away his threes. It's still something he's got to keep working on, getting better at. And last play seemed like, I didn't see it on replay, but it seemed like it was the right call on the play. I didn't see it on TV, but we did exactly what we did. We talked about the clock, where it was at going in that last play. And then talked about really getting that rebound, getting that stop, and just going. And that's what we did, and gave us an opportunity to win the game. So, again, a lot of things. I thought we attacked the basket well, though, to answer your question. I thought it was something that we've got to continue to do. Ed got some penetration. RJ, we keep preaching. Dez, we keep preaching. And even Jair. Jair's improved a lot in that area. I mean, just making decisions at the end. And it wasn't a strength of his when he got here, but he's made better decisions, and he's helped us in that area.
Desmond said he did push off or whatnot, but is that a call that sometimes is not always called though?
I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're going to debate or what. I think they got a call right. I'm not saying every call they made was right for today, but that one I think was, from what I can see. I mean, I mean, we've had calls that have been missed. We've had calls that have been right. I mean, it's just it's been a constant battle all year long. But I think I mean, have they missed a call on us that's gone the other way and that we could have got a call? Yeah, that's happened a couple times this year, I think. But I would say that one was probably right from what I can tell.
Jamie, is it just the league? I mean, you guys lose by 32 points up there, then come back and win. I mean, is that just how much fluidity is in the league?
Yeah, I think it's the league, but I think it's across the country. I mean, I think I've said this before. I think just because of the youth of the teams, the inexperience. I mean, we have 3 guys that actually played up there before. I mean, it's just, there's just so many teams with so many new guys, and then you find that occasional one or two in a conference that have those returning guys. These guys have a lot of returning guys. Baylor obviously the most, and Kansas really, for the guys that they play, they're all returning guys except one. So I mean, it's some of that, I think, and haven't been through it. I mean, just haven't been through it, and that's, I think, where it happens. But again, I know I talked about radio. I know there's been we're 6-7. We're a big class. We've had some high, big deficit losses, and but what I think one thing I've done well over a career is not overreact to one loss, and even for that matter, I think that's usually somewhere where other people outside interests make more of a big deficit loss, and so I think you've asked me about 22 times about the big deficit losses, Drew. So they're obviously important to you. So we responded though. So we have a fine line. We have we've been in some. I think we're playing in. Kevin and Jaden's both fouled out and played 30 minutes between the two of them. We're playing Deontay and Jair at the 4 and the 5, and that was not a good team to be doing that again. So they just overpowered us at the end and kept going in, and we've got 9 guys that we're playing with. So I think that's what's caused some of those big deficits at the end, and it's and the teams have just kept going. So so that's how you keep out. But again, we'll take the 7-point win tonight.